So you really got to evaluate yourself.
You really got to evaluate yourself, and you really got to
like
stay focused. You can't lose focus.
Because like you said, if he was to get with somebody before he made the league, and you make the league, it's going to be a whole bunch of, what you say, scavengers. So it's going to be a whole bunch. I think Kanye say, how you stay faithful in the room full of hoes. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
You're going to have to really look deep in yourself. Can you do that? You know what I'm saying?
Can you do that? Yeah.
Can you be faithful to one woman while you getting all this
attention?
all this attention from all these beautiful females? Because that's how it's going to be. You know what I mean? And kind of to add on what you said about trades and like, plumbing and electricity and all that, like, especially like, let's just say your son make the league, which shit, if God for him, who could be against him? You know what I mean? So like he, if he want it, I believe he can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you get there, once you're there, you really need to learn how to manage your money, how to invest your money, how to make your money work for you. This is a lot of stuff that we not taught in schools. You know what I mean?
Man, we ain't taught in school.
They don't teach us that. You know what I'm saying? So like, especially if once you see the type of money, if you see NFL money, you shouldn't have to work no more in your life. You know what I mean? If you know how to
manage it.
If you know how to manage it, just live off the interest. You know what I mean? Don't blow it. But a lot of these dudes blow it. You know what? You remember that damn 30 for 30, bro? Was it broke? I think they called it. You know what I mean? So many dudes squander that money. I think we already hit on it in another episode, but man, it's worth repeating. You know what I'm saying? You young brothers, man, give us some. I know it's hard to trust people. You know what I mean? But like, you got to have somebody you trust already. If you before you're in the league or whatever. Learn them skills. Learn how money works. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a whole lot of information out there.
Especially when you're up on that level.
Yeah, you see that bread, make it work for you.
Yeah, you got to know how it works. You got to know where it's going. You got to know what's getting pulled from you, what's taken from you. You got to know about these taxes.
Yeah,
it's a lot. And that's what I'm saying. It's so much that you can focus on.
Yes,
that it should keep you busy to where you shouldn't even be wanting to get in trouble.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. A lot of these young guys just get these agents and I let them handle it. I let them handle it. I'm gonna go have fun. And they're gonna encourage you to have fun. Why? Because if you get too focused on your money, you might look at them and be like, hey, I don't think I need you no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're gonna go have fun.
Yeah.
Go have fun, man. Just don't get no trouble.
Yeah.
Because they gotta stay employed.
Yeah. Or if they one of the ones that's,
shiesty.
Heavy bits, skimming off the top. You know what I mean? How you gonna, you ain't gonna miss, if you bringing in M's, you ain't gonna miss 10,000, 20,000 here. Especially
some of these dudes be so comfortable that they don't even know what they bring in.
They don't even know what they bring in.
They just let the agents and the accountants handle.
No. You gotta learn that stuff. You know what I mean? If you're gonna learn it in college, that's best time. If you want a scholarship, learn that in college. Go take them classes. You know what I mean?
Go take them accounting classes. That's what you need to learn, how to see how your money gonna be working. Because if you plan on coming across a lot of money, you need to know how it's working.
You gotta know how to manage it.
Yeah. So instead of just the easy route out and I'm going to college and I'm just getting a physical education degree because I want to go play in the league. I mean, I get it. Some PE teachers know how to balance their checkbook. We talking about millions of dollars here.
Yeah.
We talking about big contract money.
Yeah.
It's a whole different ball game over
here. Whole nother tax bracket. Yep.
Whole nother tax bracket.
Yep.
You feel me? So
straight up.
Well, let's move along, man.
Yeah.
Let's get up into this podcast, bro.
All right.
With that being said, man, we gonna jump into some verses.
Verses. Okay. I mean, I think this is the first time we ever touched on verses. I didn't even know you watched verses, bro.
I really don't. Every now and then, like I said, I'll pop in and my wife be watching pretty much all of them.
Okay.
But I'll be jotting, you know what I'm saying, or I'll be trying to read the word or something like that, or look. I really don't watch it. I just kind of peep in and look at the memes and look at the little highlights of it or whatever. Okay. But this one right here intrigued me, man.
I like that one.
Scarface,
man,
was on Scarface and Willie D was on The Breakfast Club.
Okay.
And
who was this today? This week? Who was this? Recently?
like last week.
Okay.
They was on the Breakfast Club, and before I get too much into this, you can hear it in Scarface's voice, even though I know he's sick. So I hope Face getting better. You know, he's supposed to be up for a kidney transplant.
Damn.
He found the exact match from his son, so they just waiting for the doctors to come in and let them know what's going on. And on top of that, it's the money. The money's an issue. Really, I think that's what it is. You know, the surgery is like $260,000 or something.
Damn.
For a transplant.
Yeah.
Now you would think Scarface, the legend, been around in this game for 30-some years.
30-some, yep.
260,000 shouldn't be much to them, right?
You think that'd be like pocket change?
You think it'd be like pocket change. But
damn.
I'm not saying that he can't pay it, but when you see people who have this longevity, but longevity don't necessarily mean always the big paydays. You know, Face has always made great music, great conscious music for the community and everything like that. But that music never always translates into dollars. It's not mainstream. It's not like he out here pulling up Drake numbers and getting sold out. Albums wasn't selling like that. You know?
Yeah.
So, but off the whole kidney transplant thing, you could tell in his voice he felt like he was underappreciated musically.
Okay.
And he wasn't just happy in always being in the category of just being one of the top 5 MCs. He's just not deep down, you can hear it in his voice. He's just like, you can tell he's not satisfied with how everything turned out. You know what I'm saying? And they asked him, you know, they asked actually him and Willie D about maybe doing like a Ghetto Boys versus or anything like that. And then it was like, well, you know, let's do it. Let's do like they was just thinking, well, if we're gonna do Ghetto Boys, you know, who we gonna do it to? They was like, well, do it with UGK, but it wouldn't be right without Pimp C.
Yeah.
It's true. And they was just like, well, let's do Ghetto Boys versus NWA.
Easy gone though.
Easy gone.
Yeah.
But that would be up to the guys from NWA to be like, nah, Easy ain't here. You know, we don't want to do it. And then on top of that, I mean, when you look at Ghetto Boys versus NWA, I mean, NWA, I think, got the slight edge over them. But people don't really understand how Ghetto Boys had some great records, though.
They did.
You know, Ghetto Boys had some great records.
They did.
You know, so, but I just think, you know, when it comes to like, you know, Respect Yourself, Fuck the Police and all that, those records was just a different high.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they meant more to their region.
Yeah.
To that West Coast.
Yeah. Than,
you know, Mind Playing Tricks on and stuff like than it meant to the South.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Scarface that was great, but what NWA did was really meaningful.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you because didn't they, if I'm not mistaken, like they came out around the same time, huh? You know what I'm saying? If we talking maybe
NWA. Scarface them came out a little bit before.
A little bit before. So you know, but if we just gonna, you know, like you say, you know, if the Police, man, that I don't know if it's worldwide, but I know it was nationwide. Like you say, they meant more to they. I don't even know if I can say that they meant more. Let's just say they meant more to the West Coast than the Ghetto Boys meant here. But I know nationwide, them boys selling out. You know what I mean? Arenas. You know what I'm saying?
Nationwide, NWA meant more.
Yeah.
To the people.
Yeah. So like,
like
the fans gonna probably give it to them because they got the more bigger hits. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah. They just had bigger hits.
Yeah.
You know, I think it would have been a good thing, but I just don't think it's I think that I'm pretty sure that NWA will edge out Ghetto Boys. Because I think both of them broke up pretty quick. Both of them broke up after the second album.
That's true.
You know, both of them kind of went their own separate ways. So it's only 2 albums worth of material.
Yeah.
So I would have to actually go back and listen to both NWA albums and then go listen to both Ghetto Boy albums and do my own personal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You try to have to go album for album, like track for track.
And kind of and like just see what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
But then that spun off. So that was like, well, Scarface. Wow. Who do you want to do a versus with? Let's do a versus. Do a versus. And you could tell he felt unappreciated. He was just like, at first he wasn't feeling it. He was like, nah, man, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not worth it. And then he was just like, to hell, who you know my catalog? Who want to see me? Who want to see me? You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, fuck it. Who think they can handle me?
He got a nice catalog, bro.
He got a nice catalog. But his catalog was great music.
Yeah.
Great conscious music, great records, but they wasn't the hit records.
Yeah, they wasn't like Billboard 100 records.
They wasn't Billboard 100 records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The music was always good, but they just wasn't the chart toppers.
Yep.
You know? Yeah. So if you just going off of basically just rapping and basically just making good music, I could honestly be like, yeah, who can see Face with the storytelling and just a combination of things that make who Scarface is. If Jay-Z didn't have so many big records for radio, because that's what to me that's what Jay-Z will win.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Jay-Z will win because he had radio records.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, let's not forget, well, even without the stuff that he did with his wife, he still had, because they were a real commercial label.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rockefeller was a commercial label.
Oh yeah.
Rap-A-Lot was a
underground.
We underground. We in the gutter. You know what I'm saying? You know, we still mighty, but we in the gutter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a dark label. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it wasn't the chart topping will be the difference.
Yeah.
Because and I get where Face kind of felt underappreciated. Why? Because the reality of it is radio play can make a big difference on really who know you or not.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about it is
that's true.
As much people that we think know Face, it's still a lot of people who don't know Face.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he ain't got the reach of Jay-Z.
Yeah, you right.
He ain't got the reach of Snoop.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't got that reach. Why? Because he don't have the radio records for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, if Face would have came up, let's just say nowadays, because it's like, the radio's still out there, but really, you know,
it's not a big radio thing now.
Yeah, because like back then, you know, when they was out, the radio had to put you on. You know what I mean? For everybody, you know, because a lot of the songs that I love, I heard them for the radio. You know what I'm saying? Radio, that was really like the main avenue to hear. Not so many avenues to hear something. You know what I mean? It's like it's just so much music out. It's like, damn, like everybody kind of got a pocket. You know what I mean? Of fans or whatever. But like, if Face would have came out now, I know he would have had he would have had a nice following, a nice cult following, but like you said, they came out when they came out, and yeah, man, Jay-Z would he would get him because he's, like you say, all the moves he'd made, the company, the radio hits, and he's married to Beyonce, so it's like,
his popularity is so much different.
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like he just can't. Yeah, it won't be a good. So
if we talking like song for song, if we just
song for song,
then then that's how it should be.
So now they was thinking, they was like, and I forgot who said it, or I think Face said it. He was like, if I do it, I go one-on-one with Cube. Then I start thinking, that's a good match because people honestly know Cube more from movies than music.
Yeah, nowadays, that's true.
That's
true.
You know what I'm saying? Once he started making the movies and them big Fridays and them
once Friday,
it superseded the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
a lot of people now probably think about Ice Cube's son. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about like
exactly
the youngsters or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I was thinking, I'm like,
that'd be nice.
Even though I give the win to Scarface, not just because he's from the city. I just think that after Cube music was dope, but after we left the 90s, after we left the 90s, that was, I don't think Cube was even really just worried about music like that. He was just dropping albums because he just had an itch.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like Death Certificate. It wasn't like those earlier Cube albums when he went to the East Coast and was battling against NWA. He wrote with a different purpose back then.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, even though you look at Cube and you look at like No Vaseline, you look at Today Was a Good Day.
Yep.
You look at Steady Marvin. You look at
would you put any of his NWA tracks in there?
No.
So it would just be Cube straight.
It will be straight Cube versus straight Space. No,
gotcha.
No Ghetto Boys, no NWA.
Okay, got you. Okay.
No Ghetto Boys, no NWA, just straight them.
Got you. Okay.
When I think about it, and then on top of that, they got a song together.
They sure do. Yep.
So that's why I was like, it made sense because they can close out the show with the song that they did together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then people was, but I was like, so I went through it up, and I was like, Ice Cube versus Scarface versus Thoughts. It got a little traction. A lot of people was like, man, I ain't think I would like to see that, but I could do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is the thing though. This is what, because this is the thing about Cube though. Now that I think about it, if you're doing everything that Cube was involved in versus everything Face was involved in.
Well, yeah. Come on now. yeah.
Music wise.
Yeah.
Cube might got Face, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cube may get a win over Face. You gotta think about it. Group wise, Face only been with Ghetto Boys.
Yep.
And then he been solo.
He was solo, yep.
You gotta understand Cube was with West Side Connection.
Yep. He showed up.
And they had some hits too.
They had some hits. You know, when that was late 90s, man. That was I was a teenager then. So was.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if we pulling from everything that Cube done done.
Yeah.
Face might.
It's close. It's you know what I'm saying? Very close.
But then you look at Face throughout his career, he always had some consistent records that went and made it to at least our radio station.
Yeah.
At least to 97.9. All that they made it. They made it up into this area. You know what I'm saying? Like he had the high power. He had the the song that we opened up the show with. That's why I opened up the show with Scarface.
Yeah,
he had the My Block. He had the so he still has some hits now.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? So
he did. And I mean, that song. When did that song come out? But maybe late 2000s. What the song that we opened the show up today with?
Yeah, that came out. That came out like 2008.
2008.
Yeah.
Cube ain't putting nothing out no 2000. You know, Cube probably stopped what 2000 probably. If I had to guess.
Which I could. No, you know, Cube put out some albums. That did somewhat all right. Like at least 5 to 6 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't even hear it, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that.
So, yeah. So Cube done something.
Yeah.
You know, Cube done something. You know, so.
But you know, usually, you know, when we talking about music and we can judge somebody, we usually go with like when they on the come up, because typically, generally, that's when their best stuff comes out, when you're hungry. You know what I mean? But you know, once you get music, I mean, movie money and all these other sources of money, it's kind of like the music kind of not dies off, but it's like it's a difference in it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think you know I guess let's just say Cube's first 2 albums. You know what I mean? That would probably, if they did battle, that'd probably be a lot of his go-to songs. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he had some bangers towards the end, but like not that fire that he was spitting when he first came out. You know what I mean? Like right at the NWA and all that. Like no Vaseline. Like it was just a different Cube. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, he was writing with a different purpose.
Exactly.
He was going against them. He was going against them boys in NWA, man.
Yeah.
It was a whole different.
Yeah.
It was a whole different vibe, bro.
Yeah.
It was a whole different vibe. And like I said, when you write from that aspect, man, and you got a lot on your chest. When you got a lot on your chest, man, it's